What if you were trapped inside a cursed gemstone for 50 years, only to awaken with the dangerous secret power you couldn't control? Meet Princess Solara of the Gilded Coast. She wasn't just born to rule, she was destined to shatter the shadows of a forgotten empire. But surviving the curse was the easy part. Now she must face a shape-shifting enemy who wants to steal her crown and plunge her world into eternal night. Forget everything you know about royal fairy tales, because this teenage warrior is trading her tiara for a sword in an epic battle for survival. Buckle up, because we are diving into a magical adventure where destiny calls, and only the brave answer. So picture this: you are Princess Solara of the Kingdom of Helios, and for the last 50 years, you haven't been at a spa or on a long vacation. No, you have been trapped inside a magical sunstone, literally frozen in time while your kingdom fell into the shadows. But here's the kicker: you didn't age a single day, and now that you are finally free, you have defeated the evil Shadow Queen Malvora, and you are ready to take back your throne. Or at least, that is what you think is going to happen. It turns out saving the world is the easy part, but actually ruling it is a total nightmare, especially when your well-meaning but super strict grandfather, King Silas, tells you that you can't be queen just yet because technically you are still a teenager who hasn't finished high school, or the royal equivalent of it. So instead of a coronation, you get a guidance circle, which is basically a fancy word for babysitting club for royals. And honestly, Solara is not having it, because she wants to prove she's a boss right now, not 10 years from now. But things get crazy weird when she heads down to the Gilded Harbor, the busiest trading port in the fantasy world, and discovers that massive cargo ships are just vanishing into thin air. And nobody, not even the Royal Navy, has a clue where they are going. So Solara sees her chance to prove she is ready to rule solo. She grabs her magical scepter, which glows with this intense neon blue energy she still doesn't fully understand, and teams up with her new best friend Marina, a street-smart girl who knows the docks better than anyone, and Jax, a rookie guard who is trying way too hard to be a hero. They hop onto the backs of their sky griffins, these majestic winged jaguars that are basically the Ferraris of the sky, and they start patrolling the coastline looking for anything suspicious. And that is when they spot them, strange purple goblin-like creatures called the Shadow Morphs, who are hijacking a spice ship and steering it right into the dangerous jungle of whispers. Now Solara is all adrenaline, thinking this is a classic good versus evil smackdown. So she dives in, blasting magic beams and looking totally epic. But every time she tries to catch these little purple guys, they shapeshift into cute puppies or barrels or ropes, blending into the background like magical chameleons. And it is frustrating her to no end, because she just wants to capture the bad guys and show her grandfather she can handle business. They chase the hijacked ship deep into the river canyon, dodging vines and waterfalls in a high-speed pursuit that feels like a video game level, until they finally corner the Shadow Morphs in a hidden lagoon, and Solara is ready to unleash her full power. She raises her scepter to strike, but then she notices something that stops her cold. The creatures aren't attacking, they're trembling. They look absolutely terrified. And that is when the leader of the creatures, a little guy named Zik, steps forward and explains that they aren't thieves, they're refugees. See, back when the Shadow Queen ruled, she enslaved these creatures because they have a rare ability to turn wood into solid gold, and she locked them in cages for decades. But when Solara defeated the queen, the cages broke open, and these poor little guys just wanted to grab a ship to sail back to their home island because they were scared and lost in a world they didn't understand. Suddenly, Solara feels terrible because she came in guns blazing without asking any questions, assuming she knew everything just because she was the hero. And in that moment, she realizes that being a leader isn't about power or fighting or being right all the time. It's about listening, having empathy, and understanding the people you're supposed to protect. So instead of arresting them, Solara makes her first real royal decree. She offers them a royal escort and supplies to get them home safely, proving that kindness is actually stronger than magic. And when she returns to the castle, she walks into the throne room with her head held high, not to demand the crown, but to accept the help of the guidance circle, because she finally gets that even the strongest heroes need a team to watch their back. She appoints Marina and Jax as her trusted advisors, realizing that her true strength comes from the bond she builds with others. And as the sun sets over the kingdom of Helios, the people cheer not just for a princess who can fight, but for a future queen who has the heart to lead. Now, if you've ever felt like you had to face the world alone, or if you believe that true strength comes from kindness, smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and share this video with your squad, because we're building our own kingdom right here, and you belong in it.